Ever wondered how Superman manages to keep his true identity a secret from the world? Um, you might think it's a stretch that a simple pair of glasses could hide the iconic hero. Um, but there's actually a twist to that tale worth exploring. That this is a big story that are all standard waiting before hope. I do know. I guess this is really a forgot. It really helps us out. The heart of this identity crisis lies in the evolution of Clark Kent's disguise. Uh, for many viewers today, it's hard to swallow the idea that anyone could mistake mild-mannered Clark for the Caped Crusade. In the 70s, cinematic classic, even the talented Christopher Reeve struggled to balance the two personas convincingly, something that sometimes came off as laughable. Since then, actors like Henry Cavill have faced the same quandary, uh, often leading to a collective eye roll from audiences. Interestingly, director James Gunn recently unearthed a long overlooked detail from the Superman comics, but adds a new layer to the glasses story, Clark Kent's hypnotizing glasses. And this concept, suggested by DC writer Tom King, proposes that these glasses don't just obscure identity, they also amplify Superman's hypnosis abilities. Gunn highlighted how this less known lore fell into obscurity, sparking discussions well into Superman's cinematic legacy. Back in the 1930s, viewers might have bought into the illusion more easily. With fewer cameras around, it was plausible that a reporter could blend into the crowd. And Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen saw both sides of Clark. But viewers back then weren't overwhelmed with a barrage of televised news reports showing the similarities. Imagine the Prince scandal if a televised Clark Kent had to hide his secret every night. And I think this, uh, again, the plausibility of Clark's disguise would begin to crumble like a bad plot twist. Uh, the Daily Planet transformed into a television news hub, and millions tuned in nightly, making it increasingly difficult to accept that no one connected the dots regarding Clark Superman. Um, and it led to a quandary. Did the entire nation live in a state of collective denial? Uh, it was in 1978, amid heated debates within the comic book community, that fan Al Schrader 3 introduced an intriguing idea about hypnoglasses in the Superman letter column. This concept linked back to Superman's unique power of hypnosis, which had captured reader imagination since the character's inception. Um, um, Imagine merely looking into a pair of glasses that manipulate your mind. What a bizarre yet fascinating notion. In that light, we can trace back to the comic, The Master Hypnotist of Metropolis. Martin Pasco penned this story, where Superman faced off against a lesser known adversary. It turns out these special glasses inadvertently boosted his hypnotic talents. He crafted them from Kryptonian material, sharpening his powers significantly. However, DC chose not to dwell on this detail much after the Bronze Age. Like many stories of Allure, they became whispers instead of headlines. When the multiverse was rebooted during the 1980s crisis, Superman's hypno glasses vanished with it. Instead, quicker than light movements became the explanation for why nobody could catch a clear glimpse of him. And ironically, in an age of fast cameras and instant social media, could that trick still hold? As we reminisce over those old school hypnotic glasses, it's almost comforting to imagine a world where they could work in the shadows, making everyone around him blissfully ignorant, with rumblings of bringing back this hypnotic element into the updated DC universe. I can't help but chuckle. After all, wouldn't it be refreshing to think that Clark's superhero dilemma could be solved with a bit of glass magic? And if these glasses ever return, let's hope they come branded with a warning. Do not try to outsmart a superhero with just a pair of specs. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,